was the laughingstock of the internet for years after her appearance on the Dr. Phil show. Her presumptuous attitude, attention-seeking tactics, and unlike most people who get 15 minutes of fame, she turned it into an empire.
Gucci flip-flops, fucking hit your bitch in the socks. This a big watch, diamonds dripping off of the clock. Pull the 6 out, wintertime, dropping the top.
This girl was a child when her worst moments were being broadcasted to the entire world. Today, she has transformed into someone we barely even recognize, but it was all a part of the plan. On September 14th, 2016, Dr. Phil aired the 8th episode of its 15th season, which featured a 13-year-old girl from Florida who was seemingly a typical teenager whose rebellious and delinquent behavior reached a point where her mother could not control her, knife-wielding, skipping school, and stealing cars for a quick joyride. She even stole a crew member's car while the episode was being filmed. Despite these obvious pitfalls, people were also pointing the finger at her mother. Mom, my daughter is so out of control and provocative. Also, Mom allows daughter to install a stripper pole in her bedroom. But the biggest problem her mother had was Daniel's love for violence. She liked to fight. It's important to note that the show producers encouraged her to be as rambunctious as she could on camera, because it's more entertaining. At one point, even challenged her own mother to a fight on the set, but she also challenged anyone else in the audience to throw some hands.
Catch me outside, how about that?
Huh?
Catch me outside, how about that?
Nobody wanted to go the rounds well, but these 6 words would drastically change her life forever.
I know you gon' be the one that's gon' hold me down. When it's time to put it right, you know I'm always right. So that clap, hold that work, baby, till you trust me.
I ain't tryna vibe with you, baby girl. I ain't tryna tell you lies. You been showing shine to me, baby girl. And I ain't tryna waste no.
If you give me body, I won't tell nobody. Yeah, Valley girl, she wears clothes. And I know, and I know, and I know. Act the fool for you. Love like a riddle, yeah. Give me the clues to the riddle.
I can't seem to get you out of my head, but there's something about you that makes me smile.
Her manufactured black scent that she claims is due to her being from the streets made the phrase "catch me outside, how about that" sound like "catch me outside, how about dat." And I don't think I've ever seen something more viral in my life. Your parents, maybe even your grandparents, know about this iconic catchphrase. She became a social media sensation known as the Cash Me Outside girl. The Dr. Phil YouTube channel gained 8 million views in 1 month from the clip of Daniel's episode. To this day, the channel has accumulated over 200 million YouTube views just from appearances on the show. Transported to the Turnabout Ranch after her episode. Turnabout Ranch is neither owned nor operated by Dr. Phil, but is an independent residential treatment center for troubled youth located in Utah. The ranch is a therapeutic program that aims to help teenagers and young adults dealing with behavioral and emotional issues. After she returned home, she opened social media and was shocked.
At first I didn't know how to handle it. I was just like, my instinct was to cuss everyone out who said it to me.
Since her Dr. Phil episode was the most successful episode of all time, it only made sense for his producers to bring her back on the show. In February of 2017, just 4 months after her original appearance, she returned to Dr. Phil to a studio without an audience where they discussed her time at Turnabout Ranch. She said her time there was fine before expressing that she was happy that she went. We would later find out that she was lying, and her time at the ranch was much darker and more sinister than she was comfortable admitting. She also said that Dr. Phil was nothing before she came on the show, which prompted even more people to continue making memes about the bratty child. The memes prompted hip-hop producer DJ Suede, the remix god, to make a song sampling her infamous catchphrase. Suede's trap beat titled "Catch Me Outside" sits at over 60 million views on YouTube, but we realized the true power of the meme when this song peaked at number 72 on the Billboard Hot 100. A meme trap beat spent 3 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100. 2017 was wild. Ironically, it was actually DJ Suede whose 15 minutes of fame that he got from was over, because the world was about to be introduced to Bhad Bhabie, whose fame was about to last a whole lot longer than 15 minutes. In January of 2017, music manager Adam Kluger heard "Catch Me Outside" on the radio and knew she could be a star. He reached 14-year-old was unsupervised, out of control, and on top of that being ridiculed by random people on the streets. It was a recipe for disaster. It also became increasingly obvious that her mother was no longer interested in help. She realized she could make money from her daughter's delinquency. But despite her bad behavior, she was cultivating a real fan base through YouTube, where she uploaded consistent reaction videos showcasing more of her brazen personality that were generating over 1 million views per video.
If you had a child and a hoe tried you in front of them, what would you do? I would go to my car, turn on my car, put the air on in the car, strap my kid into their seat, and go beat the f***ing life out of that.
Her manager also knew that she had some rapping ability. And let's be honest, in 2017, at the height of the Lil Pump and Lil Xan era, you didn't need much skill. Plus, influencers like Rice Gum and Jake Paul were gaining unimaginable view counts on their terrible music. Colger proceeded to book studio time for her. She was hesitant at first. I was like, I don't want to put these headphones on. I don't want to get in this booth. But then she had a change of heart. I was like, I'm prettier than all these people in here. I looked at the people in the room and I was like, I'm better than you. I can do this. I'll be fine. I won't look stupid. Soon, she was in a meeting opposite Atan Ben-Horan, the global head of artists and repertoire at Warner Music Group. Ben put together a team of 14 writers and producers to be the youngest female rap artist to debut on the Hot 100. It also made Bhabie the third youngest solo artist of all time to chart on the Hot 100, behind JoJo and Stevie Wonder. Even her biggest haters could not deny her second debut single, High Bit, which reached number 68 on the Billboard Hot 100, while the music video accumulated over 200 million views since its initial upload. The song was eventually certified platinum less than 5 months later. Most people on the internet were calling her music trash, but the numbers didn't lie. Plus, she wasn't afraid of criticism.
She's low-key smart, okay? I'm not gonna say she's smart because she's a bitch.
I'm a little bitch. I'm a bitch, but you're the one sitting in the busted ass chair with your busted ass forehead, with your busted ass face, and your busted room. So why are you coming for me?
Rappers like Lil Yachty voiced their support for her career, which was followed by a collaboration titled Gucci Flip Flops.
Gucci flip flops, hit your bitch in my socks. This a big watch, diamonds dripping off of the clock. Pull the 6 out. This a big watch, diamonds dripping off of the clock. Bad baby, got these bitches bustin' for cash. Do the dash, try to play me, bitch, I'm bustin' your ass. A lot of gun sounds.
That peaked at number 79 on the Billboard Hot 100 before receiving a platinum certification. Her string of success led to Bhad Bhabie receiving a nomination at the 2018 Billboard Music Awards for Best Female Rap Artist, alongside Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Over the next few months, Bhabie collaborated with artists like Ty Dolla $ign, YG, Lil Baby, City Girls, Charlie XCX, and Asian Doll. She announced her Band in the USA tour across North America and Europe, where she sold out various 150 to 500 person venues in nearly every city she visited. But whenever she had some positive momentum, she would revert back to her old self. In peak 2018 tomfoolery, Bhad Bhabie runs into her arch nemesis Woah Vicky, announced a 6-month deal with Copycat Beauty. As the snobby kid from Dr. Phil, capitalizing on her 5 seconds of fame, the fan base she gained was undeniable. Maybe her fans saw her as a troubled teen who was misunderstood and taken advantage of as a child. Maybe they didn't see someone desperate for attention and rather someone who was unapologetically themselves. But there was no denying that she was still a loudmouth kid who always managed to find her way into trouble. But her music videos and songs were still accumulating tens of millions of YouTube views, and she was consistently collaborating with every major industry rapper. But she was burning bridges with people who might be able to help her once her hype dies down. And when news broke that she entered a rehab facility at an undisclosed location where she'd received treatment for a combination of things, including childhood trauma and substance abuse in the form of prescription pills, her management team told TMZ continued her journey of healing and self-development when she posted a YouTube video breaking her silence about the Turnabout Ranch.
Dr. Phil, I am going to give you from now till April 5th to issue an apology, not only to me, but to Hannah and any other child that you sent to Turnabout or any other program like this, and if you don't, I'm gonna handle things my way.
Had played the villain character her whole life, and now she was starting to gain sympathy from the internet.
We don't have anything to do with what happens with guests once they leave the stage.
But he just played dumb. However, it proved that Dr. Phil is in fact involved with the people he sends there after the show.
My mother signed a consent of release of information to send progress reports directly from Turnabout to the Dr. Phil show. So when you say you don't have any feedback from them, That is not true.
She doesn't believe that Dr. Phil is unaware of what really happens behind closed doors at the ranch. Plus, a murder did take place at this ranch. You would think that at the very least Dr. Phil would stop recommending it as a precautionary measure, but he continues to praise the ranch.
We sent this young woman to Turnabout Ranch, which is a very serious, responsible place for kids to go to get their values straight and get their heads on right. Try to be an emotional compass and point parents in a direction.
What fucking direction is that? Sexual abuse, murders, and torture? That's the direction? Oh, that's phenomenal. Start your to-do list, parents. Have your kid watch somebody get murdered, have them get sexually assaulted, and have them get tortured. They'll come out great.
Even if Dr. Phil is innocent, maybe he should consider investigating these facilities before using his massive platform to endorse them, which is why people conspire that he might have some sort of financial interest that benefits him every time a child is sent to the camp. It was after this expose that the narrative surrounding Dr. Phil episode and her whole persona started to change. She was 13. Wow, this is 100% bad parenting on the mom's part. I feel like wronged her whole life. Also, she was 13 years old, and to be judged and hated like this instead of loved and nurtured on national television, that's just setting her up. All this time I thought this child was crazy. Now I realized it's her mom, and she potentially burned bridges with people who could have helped her music career. Now she was only being seen as any other influencer on the internet. There was only one thing left to do to make a big bag. On April 1st, 2021, 6 days after her 8th day, Bhabie launched an OnlyFans account. The main realization that people had from this was just how many thousands, maybe millions of people who had sexualized this child since she initially showed her face on the internet.
That says a lot.
He is as hard as he is, he's emotional as fuck. And that was like my first love, is the crazy thing.
Wow.
And you know, I had little rat face bitches try to come and, but that man has made me look very stupid.
Online and stuff, you mean?
Between the shit he did with the little bitch, like, it's stupid. It's really dumb.
Right.
And for him to get that mad at me and do that with the, well, he's so stupid. He's so fucking retarded. He'd be like, I've never, and he'll be like, oh, I'm dumb now. You've been dumb. You've always been dumb. I just love you, so I don't tell you that. But the man don't listen for shit. Don't go on the street. You're going to get ran over. Out in the fucking street he goes. And then he gets run over. Why'd you let me do that?
Were you around when he had the tiger?
The man had a monkey.
Decided to post a song dedicated to Queen Naija yesterday, and the title of the song was I'm Sorry, and on the cover it was a picture of him and Queen.
Artist ain't looking back from when we started. Sweet as pain make a nigga heartless. So you the reason why I go the hardest. Tell your mama that I'm sorry now. Tell your mama that we ballin' now. Tell your mama let's just talk it out.
You said you wanted to get married. When I say that, when you had to lay
The song. This song would have been perfect if he would have dropped this right after Medicine.
Keep getting this close, but I can't hang with ops.
Boy, I can't seem to get you out of my head. But there's something about you that makes me smile.
She's done with the antics, done with the attention seeking, and done being made fun of on the internet. Now she is seemingly settling down with a man.
And I know, and I know, and I know. Act the fool for you. Love like a riddle, yeah. Give me the clues to the riddle. Tell me love her to the morning, nah, nah, nah. Love her to the nighttime, nah, nah, nah. I don't get nobody, yeah. If you give me body, I won't tell nobody, yeah. Valley girl, she wears clothes. You see, it's obvious. Sensational. What didn't I do for you, girl? And I know, and I know, and I know. This one, she's fine, oh yeah. She make me want give her body back shots, body. Give her body back shots, body. Give her body back shots, body. Oh, oh.
Through all her controversies and antics, most people thought that she would end up broke, alone, and regretting her choices. They laughed at her, but it looks like she's the one who got the last laugh.
up on